Hello and welcome to the Story Pilgrim, episode 51, Santo Domingo de Silos, Sad Hill. Not a reference to my emotional state. It's, you might already know it, it's in pop culture, but maybe not as widely known as some think. Subscribe! Yay! I don't know why I bother doing that, the subscribe. I mean, most people have already clicked away by now, so thank you for being here. You know, I am such an optimist. Spain, northern Spain. It's gorgeous, and this episode comes about because of my great friend Kevin. I have mentioned Kevin several times before. He's the one who came up to me in 2015 and said, "Have you ever thought about doing this play on the Camino?" Well, he's at it again. Yeah, he proposed a question, and a few weeks ago we ended up going with Robin and myself. We headed out to Spain. Why? Well, that will be revealed later and not in this episode. In the meantime, I'm just going to let this one run. I had a lot of ideas about, clever editing of all of this and making this episode an epic one. However, I just feel I need to put this out there. It's going to do its own job. I'm positive of that. So, come with me to Sad Hill Cemetery, Santo Domingo de Silos, Spain.
Well, howdy, partner. I'm at a place that I never thought I would ever be at. For our Western fans, and for anybody who's seen the title of the episode, you'll know where this is. We're outside of Santo Domingo de Silos in northern Spain, and that down there is Sad Hill Cemetery. Final 20 minutes of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly takes place in that cemetery. I was going to say man-made cemetery. It's a fake cemetery. It's not a real cemetery. It was put there by the creative team led by Sergio Leone, Clint Eastwood, Eli Malik and Lee Van Cleef have the standoff in the middle of that. It's been restored 10 years ago, and next year, 2016, is the 60th anniversary of the release of that movie. So I'm here to see what it's all about. To see about connection to place, connection to self through art. And as you stand here, you've got that blue mist. We could be in the middle of America. That vista over there is just absolutely stunning. There's a herd of cows down there. There's a couple of people down there. We're going to walk down, have a look around. We're going to talk to people who have made it possible for that to be back there, and why they've done it, and what inspires them with regards to life and to making something out of something like that. Something that's not real, it's fake, but it's so iconic. Really interesting when you first get here. We've walked up, we tried to drive up, but we went the wrong way. That's another story. Fascinating. Really, really intrigued about this area. Lots to delve into. So this is pretty much the place where Clint Eastwood was stood in the shootout. Lee Van Cleef was over there, and Eli was over there. And over there you have where Kevin and Robin are, the grave of Arch Stanton next to Unknown, which is where all the money is. It's really interesting being in a place that you know from film, from art, and then you come, there's flies everywhere. and then you come down into it. And what they've done here, they recreated it for the 50th, and you can kind of see here, you can see over the years the grass has grown in between it, and you can see over here a little bit that they've cleared, but it would have been the entire circle should be looking like that, and I'm guessing that they probably would do that for the 60th anniversary. But when they did the 50th, they were uncovering the stones, and they were like, well, we can't do it without the wall, so they put the wall back. And then over the years, all of the graves, the crosses have been put back, and it's not just the crosses, it's the mounds as well. Each cross has a mound, which is really cool, and then that vista up there. So there is something really interesting about coming to something that you are connected to vicariously, and then you come here and you kind of get that feeling of what Sergio would have had. He was a big one for his visionary of, he saw the pictures in his head and would want to recreate pictures or recreate scenes that he has in his head. And so when you come to an area like this, you can see how excited he would have been and the perfectionism in him. And it's very inspiring. It really is. Also, just how quiet it is. Just listen to that.
Stunning part of the world. Spain has so much going for it. When you're there, in that area, you get a sense of the grandeur. You can see why Sergio Leone chose this place. But it's not just about the place, there is an energy there. It lifts you, it stirs you, it makes you want to be better. I wanted to know what that was, so I asked around.
Okay, so I'm here with Clemente, in his shop. He owns the shop.
Tú eres el dueño de esta tienda.
Sí.
Bien.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
he is. He's the owner of the shop.
And I am going to ask, because I didn't ask Rachel, but well, let's ask Clemente. Were you alive when they shot the film?
Clemente, ¿vivías cuando hicieron la película?
Sí, vivía.
Sí. Yes, he was
¿Cuánto
alive. Yes, he was
años?
alive. ¿Y cuántos años tenía cuando hacía la película?
Bueno, pues tendría yo 20 años.
20 years old. 20 years old when they made the movie in 1966.
So he's 86?
¿Tiene 86 años más
No,
o menos?
no tengo menos, 82.
Oh, 82. He's 82 years old.
Wow, okay. So what are his memories of that?
¿Y qué puedes recordar de este proceso de hacer la película aquí?
Es que cuando se rodó la película, yo estaba en el ejército, en la mili.
Ay,
No estaba aquí.
ay. When they made the film, he was in the military, and he wasn't here. So just to clarify, he wasn't here when they made the film.
Okay, excellent. Okay. So when did he move back? When did he finish?
Y cuando terminó su servicio como militar y regresar aquí a Pueblo.
Sí,
¿Cuándo?
sí. Yo cuando acabó el servicio militar, cuando acabé vine al pueblo y aquí me quedé.
¿Y qué año más o menos terminó?
Bueno, pues sería sobre el 67 o 68.
Probably 1967 or 1968.
Okay.
And he's been here ever since.
Okay. So the Sad Hill Association coming to is it a long what's to say? Is it a good thing? And why did it take 50 years? Why did he see anything in between before the 50 years? Was there anything happening with regards to the movie?
Oh, okay. Mira, la pregunta es, antes que la formación de la Asociación Sad Hill, más o menos hace 11 años,
Sí.
antes fue cosas aquí en el pueblo sobre la película, o no,
Nada.
no, nada.
No,
no,
antes
no, there was none.
antes de volverla a limpiar y tal, nada, la película no había nada.
No, there was nothing here in town before 11 years ago when the Cultural Association was formed.
Solamente el monastery.
Only the monastery attracted tourists. Oh, el turismo por el monasterio fue la única cosa. Yeah.
El turismo aquí ha venido siempre por el monasterio.
Yeah.
Sí.
Lo que tiene que después de que se hizo esto de la película, que se ha vuelto a reformar y tal, pues ha venido, yo creo que algo más turismo.
See, so more tourism has come because of the film, but before that, yes, it was only the monastery that really drew tourists here.
Y ya, ¿cuál es más importante por turismo para Santo Domingo de Silos, el monasterio o Sad Hill?
Bueno, el monasterio siempre ha sido importante y seguirá siendo. Y viene mucha gente a ver el monasterio.
Sí.
Pero bueno, la película también tiene gente que viene disprosamente para ir a verla.
So los dos son
Los
important.
dos.
Yeah,
Son
so the
importantes.
two things are very important.
Sí.
The monastery continues to draw people here, but the film certainly does as well, and so they're both very important.
A couple more questions. When was the last time he went to Sad Hill?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que tú fuiste a Sad Hill, arriba, al cementerio?
Bueno, hace poco estuve, hace una semana.
Last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
Sí.
What makes that place special? For him who lives here, to him, why is that special
And a
place?
businessman.
Yeah,
too.
and a businessman.
Yeah, como un empresario y un miembro de la comunidad que vive aquí toda su vida, porque este lugar, Sad Hill, cementerio, es importante personalmente para ti.
Bueno, es importante para mí, pues bueno, pues sencillamente porque ha venido más gente y al venir más gente, pues tienes más negocio, o sea, vendes algo más, ¿sabes? Por la película.
Sí.
Antes venían solamente por el monasterio y el paisaje que es muy bonito y tal, pero desde que se hizo la película, pues se ha incrementado un poquitín más el volumen de gente.
So what's important to him is the volume of people that are now coming because of the film, because it helps him as a businessman sell the products. Mm-hmm. You might want to...
Yeah. Excellent. And one last thing, does he think that Sergio and the association are doing a good job?
En tu opinión, Sergio y la asociación hacen un buen trabajo?
Sí.
Yes. Good job.
Excellent, great. Well, thank him very much. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Vale, muy bien.
Gracias.
Gracias, Sergio. All right, so we are here with Rachel, who is a member of the association. Kevin is here. Kevin's going to help translate because mi español no es bueno. Yo entiendo, pero yo no hablo anything. So, just Rachel, do you want to just say who she is and where she lives?
Yes, por favor, Rachel, comparte tu nombre y dónde vive.
Bueno, pues yo soy Raquel, socia de la Asociación Sad Hill y vivo en Aranda de Duero. Soy de Burgos, que es la provincia, pero vivo en Aranda de Duero, un sitio al que estáis invitados, que hay muy buen vino y muy buen cordero.
Yeah. She's from the Burgos region and her name is Raquel, and that's about it.
Yeah. So, and I would never ask a lady's age, but Rachel obviously was not around when the Good, the Bad, the Ugly was filmed.
Yeah.
Am I correct in assuming that?
Yeah. No vivías cuando hacías la película. No, por cierto. ¿Es correcto?
Bueno, no, pero yo creo que poca gente vivía. Pero tengo mucha referencia de la película, seguramente la vi de pequeña, que no recuerdo.
Yeah, she has a lot of reference to the film, but certainly she wasn't around when the film was made. Yeah.
Does she remember the very first time she ever visited Sad Hill?
¿Recuerdas la primera vez que decía o has tenido la oportunidad de visitar Sad Hill?
Sí.
Yes.
Sí, porque además yo no tenía conocimiento de que, como la mayoría de la gente que piensa que que el cine western rodado aquí en España, la mayoría ha estado en Almería, ha sido rodado en Almería. Entonces yo tampoco sabía que en Burgos había nada y tampoco tenía mucho interés en saberlo. Pero somos de una asociación teatral en la que está Sergio, que es socio fundador de Sad Hill, y es el que nos hablaba de Sad Hill, y yo, pero qué pesado, pero que aquí que hay de eso, y ya empezó a hablarnos, había un documental, bueno, tenéis que ir a verlo, yo no fui, y luego ya, pues un día ya dije, venga, que voy, y ahí ya me tuve que comer mis palabras, que hacía incluso un poquito de burla sobre el fanatismo de las personas, alabando tanta alabanza sobre una película tan vieja, y ya vi que realmente, pues hombre, sí, es que es algo excepcional.
Sí,
Y me rendí ahí. Sí.
Translating, she said really she didn't understand what it was before, and that it was kind of a joke that she had heard of, but when she went there she realized that it was fantastic. It was really something sensational.
But did she only go over there because of the invitation from Sergio?
Y fuiste por la invitación de Sergio, solamente por la invitación de él.
Fui por Sergio,
Yeah,
sí, porque
yeah,
él nos hablaba de ello, y lo teníamos tan cerca, y pues a veces te vas lejos a ver cosas maravillosas y tienes cosas ahí al lado y no lo sabes.
Yeah.
Entonces sí, pues lo vi y vi que era una obra de arte. O sea,
Yeah, no, it was because of her invitation by her friend Sergio that she went up there, and then she realizes that there's some great things outside in the world, but there's some things right here at home that we don't take advantage of, and then she realized how magnificent it was.
Yeah. What was your knowledge of Santo Domingo de Silos before that?
You mean of the Sad Hill?
Of the town, no, of Santo Domingo de Silos.
Antes que fue a Sad Hill, ¿qué fue tu conocimiento de Santo Domingo de Silos?
Bueno, Santo Domingo de Silos es muy conocido en la provincia porque es un sitio muy importante por el monasterio.
Sí, déjame. Entonces, she knew about it in the province. It's very well known in the province of Burgos because of the monastery here.
Yeah.
It's very famous.
Yeah.
Y yo conocía también la Yecla, no sé si conocéis, un desfiladero que está aquí mismo, muy conocido también. Yo había ido de pequeña de excursión, es muy turístico.
El río.
La Yecla es un desfiladero, un corte que hay de...
Está tú acá.
Yeah, that's the place, the tunnel.
The tunnel, el túnel.
Después del túnel tú bajas y te metes por un desfiladero, que hay un río abajo, el río Mataviejas, y te vas metiendo entre unas rocas enormes con los buitres arriba. Eso es muy conocido, y está aquí mismo, o sea, ahí.
So she also was very aware, and people are very aware of the environment, the river that leads into a tunnel and the water flowing through a cave. Yeah, everyone's aware of it.
Y es un sitio muy turístico, y se ha rodado, este verano pasado se rodó aquí una película bastante importante, parte de la película, en la Yecla, en Burgos, en el Paseo de la Evolución.
Yeah.
Y sí.
They've made they made some good movies here because of the beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
The scenery.
So the environment, the ecological society seems to have a foothold here already prior to the Sad Hill. Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah. Sabes que la organización de ecología antes del proyecto de Sad Hill tenía varias actividades aquí, ¿no?
Sí.
¿Tú sabes esto?
Sí, bueno, yo sé que Sad Hill empezaron ellos la reconstrucción, pero antes ya había una asociación de paleontólogos, había cosas, ya se habían movido un poco, aunque Sad Hill estaba muertos, porque hace 50 años atrás se abandonó después del rodaje y todo desapareció.
Sí. So, no, that's true, because they were working there where Sad Hill was. After the making of the film, 59 years ago, the ecological group was working in that area.
Yeah.
before
Before.
the cultural association was developed. Yeah.
So were you involved in the 50th celebration, the 50-year anniversary?
¿Metiste en la celebración de 50 años? No.
No, porque yo ahí no... Eso fue en el 18, ¿no? El 17, 18, antes.
9 años.
Ah, sí. Pues entonces yo no lo conocía.
She didn't know it back then.
Okay.
No,
so she didn't partake
she didn't
in it, she didn't see it.
She didn't
No.
participate in the
Lo he visto,
anniversary.
lo he visto y me ha dado rabia no haber estado ahí porque ha sido una cosa muy buena. Sin embargo, el año pasado sí que tuve la ocasión de ver un concierto de Metallica,
Ay,
que ellos abren todos sus conciertos
Mm-hmm.
con la música del bueno, el feo y el malo, y se ve en pantalla grande el cementerio.
sí.
Y bueno, pues
Traduzco. She said she's angry that she didn't get a chance to enjoy the 50th anniversary ceremony, but since then she's seen Metallica's concert too, and how they begin every single concert with that scene from the movie that's set in Sad Hill.
sí, porque el cantante de Metallica es uno de los que sale en el documental de cómo se hizo la reconstrucción.
Sí, hemos visto.
Y habla él del cementerio.
Because in the documentary Unearthing Sad Hill, the lead singer and leader of Metallica, was one of the principal people that that showed the appreciation for the celebration of the 50th year anniversary. Yeah.
When she saw that, when she went to the concert,
Yeah.
how did that make you feel now with that association you have with that? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, cuando tenías la oportunidad ir al concierto de Metallica, ¿cómo te sentías? Porque ahora tiene esta conexión al proyecto.
Bueno, yo fui al concierto de una manera especial, porque Sergio contactó con el manager contactaron ellos con él porque querían ver Sad Hill ellos. Bueno, de manera que conseguimos unas entradas, pero en el backstage, allí mismo, ¿sabes? En un sitio privilegiado.
Sí.
Y yo no soy metalera, quiero decir, no soy de música de eso, pero aquello me dejó cao. Me pareció pues una de las cosas en tu vida que para recordar y que no se me olvidará.
She's magnífico, porque she's not a big heavy metal fan,
Sure.
but but to see it and understand it made her feel fantastic. But can we ask, where was it? I'm not clear where the
where was the concert?
¿Dónde está el concierto exactamente?
En Madrid.
Oh, it's in
Okay.
It was in Madrid. Yeah, the concert was in Madrid.
Did you get to meet them after?
¿Has tenido la oportunidad de conocer a este cantador?
No, estuvimos, le llamaban a Sergio, estuvo con el batería y con el bajista.
Sí.
Se hizo fotos, les entregó unas mini tumbas y nosotros nos lo contaba. Luego solo podía pasar él. Pero bueno, nosotros estábamos allí viendo el concierto allí mismo.
Yeah.
Y lo que me pasa con esto es que yo entiendo que la vida hay que dejarse sorprender. Aunque las cosas no te gusten, yo no soy de Metallica, yo no soy de, pero déjate, es como cuando una comida dices, no, esto no me gusta, pero lo has probado. Entonces me gusta probar las cosas, aunque a veces meto la pata y hablo antes de tiempo, como cuando le dije a Sergio, esto del cementerio, sois unos fanáticos, y yo no lo había visto. Entonces luego ya cuando lo ves, pues dices...
Eso, traduzco. So she says it's great to experience new things. She might not have been a heavy metal fan, but going to see it was great.
Yeah.
And they didn't meet the actual lead singer, but they did talk to the drummer and bass player.
That's brilliant.
And so they were right there though in the middle of it, and they had pictures of the lead singer at one of the tombs here. So they felt the connection. Yeah.
Entonces Sad Hill me está trayendo muchas satisfacciones.
It's given
En
her,
ese
Sad
sentido.
Hill has given her a lot of satisfaction being a part of this process.
Conoces mucha gente y el año pasado, por ejemplo, construyeron el fuerte de Betterville, que es otra de las localizaciones de la película, que está muy cerquita de Sad Hill, y fue muy emotivo, o sea, la inauguración. Pero antes hubo un trabajo previo duro Betterville se reconstruyó con las sabinas. Las sabinas son unos árboles que tardan mucho en crecer y muy duros, y lamentablemente hubo un incendio terrible, pero de esas cenizas resurgió Betterville, porque con los troncos de las sabinas quemadas se hizo la empalizada de Betterville.
So she said she had the privilege of being involved in developing the Betterfield prison camp, which is also on the Camino de Sad Hill, very important scenes in the movie. And she said there was a terrible fire that swept through there and burned it down. And from the ashes, though, the sabina, it's a type of tree, created the planks to actually build the sabina. It would be interesting to know if she was involved in the real work.
Okay. So, I mean, what has been your role since you got involved through Sergio? What has your been role, and how has that whole process been?
Puede describir su papel desde se has metido, te has metido en este proceso de la asociación. ¿Qué clases de cosas has hecho?
Pues de todo, porque como Sergio es el más voluntarioso del mundo y siempre pospone lo suyo para priorizar lo que le gusta, que en realidad me parece estupendo, aunque no todo el mundo lo puede hacer. Entonces, pues mañana vamos a otra vez, ¿no? Vamos, vienen unas personas, es que ya ni pregunto quién son, no, vamos, seguro que sí, es algo interesante y algo bonito vamos a hacer. Mañana nos vamos a Mérida, pero cuando volvamos nos vamos a Salamanca, a la Filmoteca de Cine, que van a hacer una cosa western, allí van a proyectar en Salamanca, que es una ciudad preciosa. Bueno, ¿quién va a presentar las películas estas? Sergio. ¿Quién la acompaña? Raquel. Siempre voy ayudando. Vamos al cementerio, venga, vamos a hacer el trielo. Yo busco los voluntarios, les pongo el sombrero, llevo la música, un poco producción. Ayudante de producción.
Yo voy a traducir. She says she does everything, and Sergio keeps her totally involved. Sergio is a totally committed volunteer, and he engages her in every single aspect of what they're doing. And so right now they're traveling to various parts of Spain, and they're making some presentations, and it never stops. You know, it's continuous work as a volunteer.
How much input do you feel you have? How much of a say do you have, and how important is that are you the only lady involved?
Dos preguntas. ¿Tú eres la única mujer en el proyecto o hay otras mujeres?
No, en la asociación hay alguna mujer más, pero pocas, la verdad. Y que tengan disposición o tengan tiempo libre como yo, pues yo, además es que me gusta, me lo paso bien, ¿sabes? Claro. Pero no es fácil, un día de diario, que la gente tiene sus trabajos y estar dispuesta a hacer esto. Y sobre todo porque no ganamos nada con ello, más que la satisfacción y el que... Pues ya sabes lo que es tener ilusión por las cosas, pero también en la vida hay que comer y la gente tiene sus trabajos. Y el trabajo de Sergio, pues siempre lo puede, ya te digo que siempre, pero no tenías que hacer mañana, bueno, pero lo he pospuesto, lo hago otro día. Entonces él se organiza y yo tengo mucho tiempo libre, la verdad, y me gusta.
She has a lot of free time, and she really enjoys investing her time in the project, where other people don't, but there's several women involved. Okay. She's not the only one. Okay. There are several.
Yeah. It sounds like Sergio does a lot. Do you get a say in how things move forward?
So, en la segunda parte de la pregunta, Sergio toma muchas decisiones, pero tú has tenido la oportunidad de tomar decisiones o participar en el proceso de tomar haciendo decisiones.
Bueno, Sergio ahora mismo es el presidente de la asociación, con lo cual tiene que tomar decisiones que las toma bien, vaya. Pero él siempre me consulta antes de, ¿sabes? Y si yo no puedo, pues bueno, también pues va a él.
Sí.
Pero que se me ocurran, quieres decir, a mí cosas para hacer así. Bueno, una vez que está tomada la decisión, yo tengo ideas, pero prácticamente las decisiones las toma él consensuadas pues, con la junta directiva. Pero a veces tampoco son cosas importantes. Hay cosas que él hace como lo que estamos haciendo ahora, que seguramente se lo comentasteis hace unos días y él lo recuerda y dice vamos, y no sabes ni a lo que vas.
Sí.
Pero siempre está bien. O sea, todo lo que sea por Sad Hill, pues está bien.
Entonces, más o menos el proceso está bien para ti. El proceso es justo y funciona bien. But what she's saying is that, there's a board of directors with Sergio that makes some critical decisions, but she's consulted on most things, and he really involves her in the process, and she feels very comfortable with that, and her input is validated, so it's good.
What I'm just going to ask this: why does the association exist?
¿Y por qué, muy sencillo, por qué existe la asociación? ¿Por qué necesita una asociación?
Pues sobre todo por un tema legal.
Legal reasons mostly, so they can raise funds, and you need a board of directors and an organization, a formal organization.
But why do we need that?
Oh, pues en tu opinión es un poco más, it's like a philosophical question.
Yeah.
Es una pregunta más filosófica. ¿Por qué necesitamos una asociación para hacer lo que necesitamos hacer? Claro, es legal, pero hay otras razones, ¿no?
Sí, pero a ver, ahí tú puedes juntarte con un grupo de amigos que les gusta algo en común.
Sí.
Eso ya es una asociación.
Sí.
Pero si luego eso quieres que trascienda y que sea de verdad, es que la palabra legal suena como fuera de la, no sé, que suena muy a, no sé, no tengo palabras, no es legal, son papeles.
Sí, yo sé.
Pero es que se necesitan, porque eso está dentro de un parque natural, hay que pedir muchos permisos, hay una labor muy importante detrás de eso, que la gente conoce la cosa romántica de Sad Hill, pero detrás hay mucha labor con muchos papeles y muchas puertas a las que llamar.
Sí, es importante. I'm sorry. It's very important to have a legal structure because there's just a lot of work behind the scenes. Getting licenses, getting permissions to do what you're doing. More than the romantic idea of just going out and doing it, you really do need a formal structure
to do that.
To do these things.
So is this more about the film, or is this about the place? Do you know what I mean? Like what this association is doing, this legacy that they're keeping going, is it for the lovers of the film, or is it for people's lovers of the place and the environment and the community?
¿Qué es más importante? ¿Es para fanáticos o amantes de la película, o para mejorar o por el amor de la comunidad, este lugar y la gente aquí? ¿Qué es más importante?
¿Qué es más importante?
Para ellos que han metidos en este proceso.
Para la asociación, ¿me estás diciendo?
Sí.
Para la asociación, es que la asociación es un grupo de personas muy diversas y cada uno le dará importancia a una cosa, ¿sabes? Sí. Pero en realidad el núcleo de la asociación, si no fuera no es fanatismo, pero si no fuera por el amor que le tienen al proyecto, a la película, a todo lo que implica, pues no se hubieran metido en este berenjenal, porque al final es mucho trabajo, como te estoy diciendo, y las satisfacciones, pues bueno, te las tienes que buscar tú.
Sí.
Nunca llueve a gusto de todos, como se dice, ¿sabes? Que siempre hay gente que vas a hacer algo y está en contra, vas a hacer, y, pues esto no me parece bien. Tienes que pelear con mucha gente, pero en realidad ya te digo, el sentido romántico, pues si hablamos en ese aspecto, pues es muy bonito, la asociación, pero el tema va mucho más allá y eso es lo que la gente pues no sabe.
Yeah. So she's saying there's really diverse interests. Everyone has their own interests, what they get out of it.
Yeah.
And in the whole range, wide range, and they'll have their arguments and disagreements about which way to go, but in the end there's unity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's her answer.
Okay, that's great. Gracias. Yesterday we went to Betterville to see Betterville, and as we were leaving, we met a gentleman, a man walking up with his son, who's from Belgium, and his brother passed away like 10 years ago before, and tell the story of that, and he bought a cross for the 50th anniversary, and he was going back to see Betterville, and this area for him personally means a lot to him, and you, by what you're doing, are creating this like pilgrimage site for this man to come, and he feels very, very special about this area. So do you realize that that's something that you're doing? Because I think it's a very, very special thing that you've done to allow people to do that. Do you have a realization of that? Yeah.
Anoche fuimos a Betterville.
¿Anoche?
Anoche. Y
Pues no hay luz.
sí, well, no, fue a las 8. Fue a las 8.
Tiene las puestas de sol más bonitas que puede haber.
Magnífico, ¿no?
Beautiful.
Beautiful,
Beautiful.
very, magnífico. Y cuando bajamos, conocimos un hombre y su hijo, y este hombre contamos su historia. Su hermano y él se crecieron en Ameria, cerca de la producción de películas, aquí al sur, ¿no? Y su hermano murió hace unos años, recientemente, 1 o 2 años, y quería solicitar un cruz aquí en Sad Hill de la asociación, y la asociación dice, well, hay 3,000 personas antes que usted, pero pronto cuando él llega aquí, la cruz está allá con el nombre de su hermano, muy personal, y cada año viene con su hijo, para su peregrinaje alrededor de aquí arriba, muy emocional para él, muy importante, todo eso es muy importante para él. Entonces, esta satisfacción que él recibe, ¿tú recibiste algo de eso?
¿Ves? Estas son las cosas bonitas que ves cada día que te acercas allí. Encuentras a gente, pero de los lugares más diversos, que van allí y tienen una historia que contar.
Y para ti, ¿cómo te sientes cuando oiga algo así?
Pues es emoción, es emocional. Es decir, esto tiene un sentido, ¿no? Esto sirve para crear esa magia.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so, she feels obviously very good about that, and that what she's doing is serving. It's very emotional, and she hears these stories all the time.
Okay.
Es muy común. Cada varias semanas van a oír algo bonito. She's going to hear something beautiful like that a lot from the
Y por
experience.
correo te escriben cosas.
People write things to them all the time.
Historias, mi padre murió, tenemos mucha ilusión con llevar las cenizas. No, es un cementerio de verdad, pero...
A lot of emotional stories that they receive. My father died, and then, I like to come here and see it, it's
es un lugar fetiche para mucha gente también. Es un lugar, pues ya te digo, mágico, pues muy romántico.
It's very magical and romantic for many people. This site it has an attachment for many people.
And then finally, I'll start wrapping up.
Esa última pregunta.
As an actor, as an actress, does she not want to make her own little film in this area, like a little western?
Como un actor que tú eres, tiene ilusiones de hacer su propia película o algo de aquí, un western o algo así. ¿Has tenido esta ilusión o no? ¿Neta?
No, porque mira, siempre lo comentamos, Sergio Leone puso el listón muy alto.
Sí.
Entonces sería un poco hacer el ridículo ahí. Podemos hacer teatro, pero fuera de ahí. Ahí dentro representamos nuestro teatrillo del Trielo, colaboramos con la gente, pero intentar hacer una película western, vamos. Pero viene mucha gente al cementerio, mucha gente pide permiso o contacta con nosotros para hacer videoclips, para hacer películas. Sí, es un lugar muy solicitado para eso.
So she says a lot of people ask their permission to actually make films here.
Yeah.
But she says no, she has no illusions about making a western here. She just the high standards that Sergio Leone set would be hard to touch. But she likes doing her own acting and participating in the process. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, gracias, mil gracias. That's
Bueno.
brilliant. That was excellent.
La Asociación Cultural Sad Hill. It's a voluntary association that started out to promote the initiative to recover and restore this outdoor film set, this fake cemetery that is now very much alive. One of the people that headed up the association is Sergio Garcia. I got the chance to meet him, and he's the real deal.
Sergio in Spanish, Sergio Garcia, and actually I'm the president of the Cultural Association Sad Hill, and I'm one of the founders 11 or 12 years ago. I'm not sure in this moment. A lot of time ago, 10 years ago, and before that moment we began to think about the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the movie, 1966. So 2016 was the moment, to celebrate highest, the most impression party. So there was another association 5 years ago and 10 years ago that celebrate the 40 and the 45th anniversary.
Okay.
Colectivo Arqueológico de Salas de los Infantes, Archaeological Collective of Salas de los Infantes, and they celebrate a party with an exhibition of the movie and with secondary actors from Spain, Aldo Sambrel, Fran Baña, not the principal actors, but Spanish actors that they appear in the movie, but they didn't touch the cemetery.
Okay.
It was a huge plane. So this was the moment to think about a big idea, and we made the association and start to work a dark work at shadow, the work in the shadow to get the permissions to do it.
Okay.
And it was very hard work, a lot of time to get the permissions with the local authorities in Santo Domingo de Silos, but also with the environmental park and environmental authorities, because we are in this moment there was not a natural park, but today is, and we have to play with the rules of this kind of place. So you need a permission, and step by step we made it, and 2 years after, more or less, we get the permissions in the end of the summer of 2015.
Okay.
And we start to work, to dig. To kind of people who dig. We dig. We dig a lot, and we unearthed the cemetery. Not really the cemetery, because all the graves disappear. And the tombs, they're like this summer that it was a very rainy spring, and there is a lot of grass.
It's very boggy, isn't it?
In the tombs. And the stone circle, there was down
Yeah.
15 centimeters
Wow.
more or less,
Of soil.
and we dig,
Yeah.
we unearth
Yeah.
this place, the square,
Yeah. Yeah.
the circle of the stone, and after environmental authorities sent us a guys with machine to desbrozar. I don't know to cut the grass,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we start to put the grapes.
You see.
In the year of the celebration, 2016, we had more or less 1,000 grapes.
Okay.
It was not like today,
Okay.
but it was.
Sure. Yeah.
And we celebrate the 50th anniversary more or less in this time in July. I think about the 3rd week of July, and it was amazing. It was a madness because 3,000, 4,000 people were here watching to a big cinema, a track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here there is not anything. There is not power, electricity, power, water, anything. We arrange a big track with a big screen,
Yeah.
and we saw the movie in community.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I
That's
think is the a record Guinness of the moment to more people watching the movie. So the 50th anniversary went away, and all these years the association continues working in the region. Last year we were helping to Natural Park to rebuild the Betterville camp,
Uh-huh.
the fence with 2 towers, and we obviously start to think about next year we are going to celebrate 60 years of the movie.
Excellent. Now, prior to the 50th anniversary, how much time did you spend here?
Too much.
Too much? Because
Too much time, because in the first place we thought about it was easy to unearth the cemetery. 2 weeks, 21 month,
Yeah.
4 months, all the weekends working here.
Yeah.
It was very hard to do it, and the dark work is very, very hard to do it. All the papers, all the meetings with the mayors of the regions, all the permission. It was hard to do it.
Yeah.
But I look back, and obviously I'm very proud.
Sure. Exactly. And there's something special about this place.
I think
The beauty of the landscape.
Yeah.
And since we've come here, we've been talking to people, and their question is, why did Sergio choose this place? Why do you think Sergio chose this area?
There is a reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you. Look at here. Do you recognize
Yeah.
the mountain?
Yeah.
A few years ago, before the Good, the Bad and the Ugly, there was another film in Spain, but they are not cowboys,
No.
they are Muslims.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a movie about Christians against Muslim, the old story in Spain with Reconquista, and there was a movie shoot here, the Castilian, El Valle de las Espadas.
Okay.
And the producer of the movie, Antonio Pérez Giner, started to work with Sergio Leone in 1966.
Okay.
Sergio Leone, for this movie, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, need a big river for the explosion bridge sequence. So the first movie for a few dollars more, these 2 movies were shot in Almeria and Madrid, and there are 2 places without big rivers. So they came to here to locate Arlanza River. It's not a big river, but the mountains, the ladders, the pictures that Antonio Pérez Giner showed to Sergio Leone, him, and okay, let's go visit the place. So this is the reason.
Yeah.
Another picture, the Castilian in English version, and local, with an Spanish actor, Spartacus Santoni. So this is the reason
that he chose here.
Yeah.
Excellent. If he didn't, and he didn't choose that, it's still a beautiful area of the world. Very unlike. I mean, Spain is very, very, very different with this. You are a geologist.
Yeah.
You know, do you think people would still come here?
It's a very good question. The power that the cinema is able to show unknown places.
Yeah.
And I have ever been in United States, New York, but I close my eyes and I able to see Manhattan, Woody Allen's movie, and another thousand of movies. The cinema and actually the TV series like Game of Thrones is able to prepare our favorite movies and to think about these landscapes. And there is a kind of tourism that search for your favorite places, your favorite locations, and obviously without the movie this place will not visit a huge mountains of people that actually. And Spain is a country with a lot of tourism, but sadly frequently the people think about we only have sun and beach.
Yeah.
The Mediterranean Sea, and I like the Mediterranean, and I like to spend 1 week taking a bath in the sea, obviously.
Yeah.
But the internal regions of Spain, like Castilla, Leon, there are beautiful landscapes like this, very cute places like Santo Domingo de Silos with the monks, with the old stones. But this place is very different to another.
Yeah, it is very different.
Not only in Spain, I think about in the whole world, because there are a lot of places with a lot of movies. Almeria and Madrid, there was shoot there a lot of movies. We only have in this place this movie, but it's the movie.
It's iconic.
It's the movie. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this another movie, the Castilian, but it's very unknown. So there are a lot of places with very good movies and very bad movies. So we have the big movie here.
Yeah. And you've mentioned Almeria.
Yeah.
That, to me, from what I know, is more commercialized than here. Correct?
I don't think so. The commercial is the word, because in Almeria there is a continuous place to shoot there.
Okay.
So there are a set cinema there.
Yeah. Okay.
And this part there are commercial visits with experience, with the fight of the cowboys, with the girls in the cancan, in the saloon, but it's part of a set location.
Sure.
So
okay,
is all the year, maybe 3 months or more in the year, they are shooting movies there, and the rest of the time is a tourist place.
Okay.
So people talk about it's not real. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so, because we have to understand that there are a lot of people working in this place, and there are families linked to the place. So I don't think so. Sorry, I don't think so. And we have no problems with Almeria, obviously. With Madrid, we are good relationship.
Yeah. So it's a bit ironic, isn't it, that we're here at the site of Sad Hill Cemetery, a fake cemetery.
Yeah.
There's no I hope there's no dead bodies.
No.
No dead bodies in there. But you and your friends, the association, have resurrected a ghost. It was a ghost for a long time. And there you say 40 years, 45, 50, 3,000 people here, and it's become a destination now. We see here, as we walked in, there was, I think, some people from Japan there reenacting, Tuco running through the graves. How does that make you feel? Like, now you've resurrected this ghost, what's that responsibility that comes with that, and how do you feel about all of that?
I think there are two questions in your question, and I answer first for the first one. This is a very nice picture with Sergio Leone,
Yeah.
where Sergio Leone was an Italian director, but he was born in Rome.
Uh-huh.
But what is the most famous monument in Rome? The Colosseum.
See.
So this is a big Colosseum.
Yeah. Yeah.
I not saying this. Sir Christopher Freilin, the authorized biographer of Sergio Leone, talked about this was a big Colosseum,
Yeah.
a natural Colosseum in the middle of nothing. So the graves are the people watching to 3 gladiators or 3 cowboys
Mm-hmm.
fighting for the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the explanation. This is the reason to this strange design.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so about the responsibility or the proud to visit the place and listen to the people with the smartphones, with the music of Morricone in the movie, running between the graves.
Yeah.
For me, it's amazing.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It's amazing, and very proud about it, because I think about 10 years ago it was impossible. There was nothing here.
Nothing.
There was anything here. Sorry.
Yeah.
And this is the reason after our work, and I'm very proud. And there is frequently a funny way to visit the place, but there are also few persons that told you about emotional stories about his father died 2 years ago, and he was very fond about the movie, and he has a grave here, and crying, and this is very hard, because I am positive optimista. I am optimist guy,
Sure.
and I always look for the the dark. No, the how is the name of the scene of the Monty Python? Na 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 na. na. I always happy. Sorry, I am always optimist, and always visit the place with a smile.
Sure.
But when people is here with these emotional stories, I'm
It's very powerful.
in this moment I very proud and very conscient about the responsibility
Yeah.
of the place.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Exactly.
I'm not
No,
sure
it's
about
brilliant.
explaining it.
No, it's perfect.
So-
And yesterday when I was here, I was thinking about like what Sergio Leone,
Yeah.
his like questions about fate and death and the legacy that he has built. A lot of the great film directors look to Sergio now for the art that he gave.
Mhm.
But by doing that through his passion, he's left this legacy which you're now a part of.
Yeah.
And with the association, what's your fate has kind of brought you here? What's the legacy for you and for the association now moving forward?
Wow, good question, because I think about there is a danger. There is to think that you are Clint Eastwood.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm dressing
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Clint Eastwood, but I'm not Clint Eastwood, and we are the messengers of the movie. But obviously, the reason to be here, we were the rebuilders, but the real builders, the real legends of the movie were Sergio Leone, Morricone, Clint Eastwood, Eli Wallach, Lee Van Cleef. And sometimes social media, you read when you read a bad sentence, you have not to be sad, but you have to be with your feet in the ground. When you read about, very good job, people, because we are not Clint Eastwood. So our legacy, I don't think it's our legacy. The legacy is the movie legacy. We are here in this moment, and we are going to fight to this place to remain a lot of years more. But we are in the story. We are not the story.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think when you had that reenactment, when they showed the film in the 50th anniversary, and they showed the film, and then you had the interviews afterwards, and Clint Eastwood appeared, and I don't know if it was you, somebody shouted, "And there's God!" God
it was not prepared, the interview, and it was not prepared the moment to appear Clint Eastwood in the big screen.
Yeah,
it was a surprise.
It was a surprise
to us. We know about Ennio Morricone's interview and James Hetfield interview, but the director Guillermo Oliveira of the documentary told us that it was impossible to interview Clint Eastwood. I try. Bad news, guys. I'm not able to interview. Oh, okay, because he was in California interviewing James Hetfield. Okay. I'm gonna try to search for Clint Eastwood, and she lied us.
Yeah.
So in this moment, he insists a lot to be together to film the reaction to the movie.
Sure.
So in the moment that Clint Eastwood appeared, I went away, my mouth and my eyes very open, because I didn't believe.
Yeah.
And I was not listening to him. I didn't know what to talk about.
You
After, what did he?
Yeah.
What did Clint Eastwood tell to us?
Yeah.
Good job, really. Wow.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That's
it was the most beautiful moment of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think you've started your own religion?
In the documentary, Sir Christopher Freeling is talking about this question, and it's like a pilgrimage.
Yeah.
And I'm not a religious man, but I recognize that people has his own motivations in the world, in the life. So this is I admit that this could be a spiritual experience for the people.
Yeah. Well, I just think what you've done here and what you're doing is amazing. It really is. As somebody who is I'm not a fanatical fan of the work, but I really appreciate it. But coming here, it's something very special. So what would you say to people who kind of they're like, yeah, it's a good film, it's okay, it's nice. What would you say to them what would you say that they need to, why they have to come here?
It's very easy that if you like the movie and you like the westerns, you will enjoy the place.
Yeah.
But I appreciate more people that write us to send an email and told about, I was there, I don't like Clint Eastwood, I don't like western movies, but I enjoy with the place.
Yeah.
So this is more important for me. And the landscape, the place is amazing.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think it's even most beautiful than the movie.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
No, it is. I would agree. I think it is, especially Betterville, like you said.
Betterville is an amazing place.
Yeah.
And I recognize that Betterville will never be in the same popularity of Sad Hill, but it's an amazing place.
Yeah.
The sunrise there are amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Gracias.
for this time, and I wish you I can't wait to see what we'll be back for the 60th anniversary.
We wait for you.
Mil gracias.
Not only has the association been working on Sad Hill, they have also been working on an area called Betterville. In the movie The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, there are several notable scenes that take place in Betterville prison camp. Well, we had to see it, and as we were leaving that area, that's when we met Nick and Noah, a father and son, walking their own kind of pilgrimage, a meaningful one. I'll let Nick tell you the rest.
My name is Nick van den Boschelen. I'm from Belgium. In life, what I'm doing, I construct food companies. I'm part of a company that construct food companies, and I'm also a private equity investor in scale-up companies. And yeah, I'm a lot in Spain. My wife is Spanish, my kids are Spanish. I travel, I live like in between Spain and Belgium.
Okay, where are your parents from?
My parents are Belgians from Ghent.
Okay.
Yeah, Ghent and a small city called Oostkerke, close to Dam.
Wonderful.
Very beautiful.
So we're here at Sad Hill Cemetery. Why are you here today?
Yeah, Sad Hill is for me it's a very emotional place. I'm grown up close to Tabernas. It's a place called Mojácar. Mojácar is in Almeria, and I was there 3 months in a year with my between 2 and 3 months in a year with my parents, with my brother. And when I was a kid, we went a lot to those Western places. You know, I've seen them filming in the beginning of the 80s. I was 6, 7 years old. The last Westerns, maybe they were not the good ones, but there was still a lot of filming going on. Mad Max, The English Patient. What is it? Some other big names of movies. Indiana Jones was also filmed there. And when I was a kid, you could also see at the discotheques. My parents brought me to the discotheques, and there were Mad Max vehicles at the entrance. I will never forget it. It was a really interesting time. And then, me and my brother, we watched that, and we loved to look at the movies. At home, we had Ennio Morricone's LP. We listened to it thousands of times. We loved that LP. And then we played in the garden, I lived in a very nice place with a lot of fields where all the kids came together, and we had those special guns. You can put some powder in there, and you could shoot at each other, and we were playing all the scenes of Sergio Leone's movie. So yeah, time passed by, and then 8 years ago, my brother had an accident with a jet ski, and his back got broken. And due to that, a few months later, because of the painkillers, he passed away. Yeah. He was a very successful guy. And in the last months before his passing away, we went together to Ennio Morricone's last concert. It was like 1 year before, half a year before he died. I was in Ghent. It was fantastic. It was an incredible concert. Ennio Morricone had a great performance there. And then my brother died. And then 4 or 5 months, or 2, 3 months later, I think, something like that, I watched the Netflix series about Sad Hill Cemetery, and I was completely stunned when what I saw there. People that got into that start to find out about this place, and I had to drive the next day to Spain, and I really wanted to see it. It was really 24 hours, 48 hours later, I was going to be there, and I sent an email and explained everything, what happened to my brother, or links to this when we were from our childhood, and I paid for a grave. And there were like 3,000 people before me, they still had to do a lot of work. This was still the beginning of this magical place. And then I arrived, and I couldn't see my email, so I just wanted to see it. But I apparently the next day I already had an email from the Sad Hill Association saying that they were very touched about my email, and that they already constructed my brother's grave immediately here on the cemetery. And that was the start for me of a magic. For me, it was really a magical place here. Not only because of the burial place. This is really where my brother's soul is. I don't feel anything at his burial spot in Belgium. When I come here, I feel him. I see him. It's very strange to have this experience. But it's a lot more than that. During those times that I came here, I start to see that this is like an incredible, beautiful spot in Spain. I've been everywhere in Spain, but I missed somehow this spot, and it is fantastic. You have here I'm a bird watcher. You have the vultures. You have the eagles. You have a lot of deer. When you come here at night and you drive on on the way up at night. Last time I came here once at night, like 11 o'clock at night, badgers, deer all over, owls. It's just incredible. And it's also one of the reasons, because I don't know if people know that, but close by there is a monument for a very famous guy. His name is Felix Rodriguez de la Fuente. And he made Spain like it is right now. Spain in the 70s was going to a massive breakdown because people didn't respect nature, and he made a lot of documentaries about the uniqueness of the nature of Spain. And one of part of those movies, documentaries, was made here. For him, this was a very important place, and luckily this is still very well preserved.
Yeah.
I just want to add one thing about that, about when I was a kid. In Mojácar, there was a bar, El Budo, and in that bar was owned by one of the actors of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. And we always went there as a kid, with my parents. It was a beautiful bar with Mojácar is in the mountains, and it looks all over the area. And every time I was there, you had all the pictures of the movies with this actor on there. So after his career, he had that place.
Wow.
And these are all things that still part of my love for Sergio Leone's movies.
And you said that you mentioned to me before that your family come here as well.
Yeah. So what happened is that after I came here the first time, I come here at least once a year. It's like, for me, it's like meditating. Almost. You come here, you feel very relaxed. There's no coverage here, no internet, no way to phone. So because of my business, I'm always having a lot of phone calls and any kind of emails. This is not possible here. Let's keep it like that.
Yeah.
But then I, first time came here by myself. Then I came another time when I came back from Portugal for a business trip. I stayed over here. Sometimes I stay in the hotels. Sometimes I come with a camper. And then I came with my parents. My parents came here. For them, it was the same. How do you call it? It's not a religious experience, but it's something out of there is something, some energy that you feel, and there was a very emotional moment because we came together here also, me and my parents. It took a while to recuperate of everything that happened. Then I came back a few years afterwards with his best friend, my best friend. He's even more, for him it was an experience out of the boundaries. If you come here at night, you see all the stars.
Yeah.
You see the Milky Way. It's something that thrills. And then I came here with my son 2 times. I was here last year, 2 years ago with him, and I really asked to come back. It was not really foreseen to come here, but as he asked to come here again, we did. And then I always try to find my brother's grave, repair it. Because, as you can see, it's a very humid place. There's a kind of swamp area, and the cows come here. There's a very good grass here and flowers. There's shade where my brother his grave is. There's a nice shade, and the cows do what they like to do, and they try to scratch on the crosses, and some of them get damaged. Mostly. Every year, a lot of those crosses are damaged and need to be fixed.
Yeah. Would you? I mean, I've told you the name of my podcast is The Story Pilgrim. Do you see yourself as this is a pilgrimage you're doing?
For me, it's definitely the case. So I come here because there's something else. There's a feeling around this. It's something that gives you energy to go on. It also brings you back to the past, and it helps you to understand the future. I'm not religious at all, but you can feel energies if you close yourself from it. I also did that a long time. yeah, you need to be in touch with such things, with nature, with your past, and that will make sure that the future will also be a part of this process, learning process.
Sure. What do you think your brother would say about all of this?
Oh, I was saying it to my son Noah. It's crazy that he never have seen this, because this is really his place. He would have loved to be here. Another place where I left his remains was it's called it's in Huelva. I just cannot get the name right now. It's a real pilgrimage place. Can you just quickly a second? It's a second. Just I will want to find it. Hoe noemt dat nu weer al? Wat die pilgrimage is in Huelva. We cannot find it here.
It's okay.
Wat is het?
El Rocío. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Go on, you're good.
Okay, so yeah, my brother would love it. There was another place which is fantastic, beautiful. It's called El Rocío in Huelva. It's a real pilgrimage place, and my brother went there 2-3 times. It's in the middle of a huge nature park, but it's a real one. And he always went there to ride with horses, to feel this place. And so I know if he would have been here, he would love it. And he's also, I'm very sure he loves to be here, that we are here, that we think about him. That's the place where his soul is.
Yeah,
and I'm very sure of it.
I can't remember who said it, but there's a lovely quote that I like to go by. It's like, we continue to live so long as people remember us. So, I've had my religious moments and stuff and what have you, and I do believe, he is here. He is experiencing it in that through you vicariously.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I think that he really is here. That's my feeling. That's, I think, somewhere it brought peace to him, and that's.
And what does it mean to you that Noah's here and Noah's enjoying it and feeling
first
it?
of all, Noah, can you show your Noah is very fond on the movie, and I tried him to explain it to me, because I don't understand that a kid of 10 years old now loves that movie. He's there for 3 hours. But I fixed
it's a long movie.
Yeah, for the movie nowadays, I think must be fast. But what is so nice about the movie, Noah? What do you like about it?
It's good acting, and I like really the story about it and the places.
The places.
Yeah. So you can say that I think the next 60 years there will be still fans about this masterwork. It's more than that. Also, if you listen to the movie, to the songs, Ennio Morricone made an incredible work, and there is a part of it which is really the Semana Santa in Spain. If you go to Semana Santa, you hear the same things, the trumpets, the passion, the emotions in it. It's a masterwork how he put all those different influences into the music. Every time I see it and I hear it, I see more and more how he got to that, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. And one final thing, two final things. What do you think of what the association have done here? And what would you say to somebody who really didn't have any interest in the film and stuff? Should they still come here?
I would say definitely they did a great job. First of all, to make this like it looks now, it's fantastic. It's also appreciating the region a lot more. I would never have found this pearl in Spain if they didn't started this and made it known again. Also, Betterville is very nice. Maybe the last thing they could do is the bridge, maybe do something around that. But I also need to say, I really hope they don't exploit it too much. I've seen how it is in Tabernas, in Almeria in the desert, where there are several of those places, and it's not the same anymore. It's too overexploited. it's too much tourism. They need to find a balance to respect it, and also, find out about the other things you can find here. You have Visigoth remains, churches. You have Roman remains. You have incredible like dinosaur traces here. There's so much to see here. So yeah, if this could be part of the whole story of the region, that would be for me perfect. And the association did a very good job doing this right now. I think balance, with yearly festivals, maybe the big celebration next year for 60 years. But try to find that balance. Don't make it too. How do you say that? Too
just exploited.
Keep it real.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah,
Nick.
you're
I
welcome.
really appreciate it. And thank you, Noah. Much appreciated. So just thinking about what Sergio built here, he basically had a question. What I think he did, I think he had a question about fate and about death. But what he's built here is something that lives on. He built a myth. He has built something through art that has become a pilgrimage site that he's living on through the people that kind of got his question, kind of got his myth, and got what he was trying to get across. And you feel that when you come here, and I think that's what the pilgrimage is, whatever your pilgrimage is, whether it is a religious connotation, it's to do with art, it's to do with sport, whatever that might be. When you get to that site, you get that feeling of what that vision is that carries on. It's really interesting. So I would encourage you, whatever your pilgrimage is. I ask a lot of people, where would you walk to, and a lot of people stumble as to what that would be. But I would encourage you to find your place, and it can be different. I never thought about coming to this place. I'm getting bitten by horseflies. I never dreamt of coming to this place, but I am here. And it sparks more in me. Lucy probably doesn't want to hear that, but it really does. It's very inspirational, and it helps me just get through life, really. That's what the Story Pilgrim is all about.
There you are, Sad Hill. A place built for fiction, reclaimed by memory, and now held together by love, sweat and shovels. It's strange, isn't it? A fake cemetery where nothing is buried, and yet grief is everywhere. But not heavy grief. Grief that breathes. Grief that remembers. Nick said coming here brings his brother back. Not with answers, not with clarity, just presence. And that's enough. Sometimes that's everything. Sergio Leone once said, the music is not just music. It is the heart, the soul, and the spirit of the film. And standing there, between the stones, the crosses, the wind, the Morricone, you feel that. You hear it in your bones. A huge big thanks to Nick and Noah, to amazing Sergio, Raquel, Clemente, and of course to Kevin and Robin for being there. And to you for staying with me this far down the dusty road. If this moved you in any way, please share it. That's how the stories keep walking. The Story Pilgrim was written, travelled, walked, talked, edited, recorded, directed, produced by me, Darren Hill. Anya Backer did her usual amazingness on Sean the Harp to provide us with the music. For more about us, seek us out on all socials. We are not on all socials, but seek us out on them. It does the algorithm a world of good. Thank you very much. Until the next time, keep listening and buen camino.